Hey class, good afternoon and welcome back to Lifespan Development. I'm actually recording this on a Friday. I have a pretty busy weekend coming up, lots of stuff going on both professionally and personally, so I figured I'd record this early, kind of get things out of the way, but I will post it probably on Sunday, so it may not even matter that I recorded on Friday. I'm really not sure why I even mentioned that. But anyways, it's Friday, it's beautiful outside. I received some wonderful news today. I actually got an email back from the American Psychological Association. They hold a conference every year where graduate students and members of the community in the psychology community can present research. And I submitted some research that I'd been working on, a couple projects I was working on, and I got accepted to go present at the conference in San Francisco this summer. So I am beyond ecstatic. I actually submitted two things, and they accepted one of them, and I don't know which yet. I will find out soon, and maybe I'll pass it on when I find out. But anyways, I was just happy to get anything to get accepted. So awesome news there. Great way to start off my day. I'm recording this early because I got roped into hosting a Super Bowl party this weekend. So I'm going to try to clear my schedule off for the weekend to make sure I have enough time to set up and all that good stuff. So anyways, welcome back. It is week 4. Can you believe it? We're already a quarter of the way through the course. I mean, I don't know about you, but it's just flying by for me personally. I'm super busy with teaching classes and going to class and doing research, all this stuff. Those of you who are working and going to school, those of you who are full-time parents and going to school, I mean, you know what it's like to be busy. Probably more busy than I am, to be honest. I probably shouldn't complain too much, but anyways, so welcome back. Exam 1 is still open until Monday evening, so if you haven't taken Exam 1, please do so as soon as you can. The results have been great so far. I've only seen 7 people have taken it thus far, but all of the scores have been great so far. I'm so thrilled, and I'm happy that you all are doing well in the exam. I'm really excited to see what the final set of scores are like, because I imagine they're going to be great too, because you guys know it. You guys are crushing it so far, and I can tell from the discussion posts, and the interactions and the questions you have, so this is really cool. So once you've taken Exam 1, feel free to start our next chapter. This week we're only covering one chapter, and that is Chapter 5. Chapter 5, we're staying within the realm of infancy. We're talking about cognitive development in infancy. So anytime you see that word cognition or cognitive, think about anything that goes on between the years. So really we're talking about thinking. So this is about how thinking and thinking ability evolves during infancy. So really the broad topics in this chapter are diving into Piaget, Jean Piaget's theory of infant development. I can't recall if we've encountered Piaget before in this course or not. So if we haven't, great. If we have, I'm sorry for not remembering, but Piaget his theory about cognitive development was developed in the 1960s, I believe, and it still holds up to this day, and we're going to keep coming back to it over and over again throughout this course, so it's really important that you focus in on Piaget. We'll talk about concepts like learning, remembering, and conceptualizing. We'll also look at individual differences, so this is kind of getting into theories and ideas of intelligence. When we talk about thinking, intelligence is an important thing to mention. And we'll talk about how that's assessed, how individual differences and things like intelligence are assessed, getting into IQ tests, things like that. So if you've ever taken an IQ test, this should be really familiar to you. And then finally, we'll talk about language development, because infancy, that's a huge milestone. When infants say their first word, those of you who are parents probably remember all too well when your child said their first words, maybe it was mama or dada or something along those lines, it probably melted your heart. I can remember with my siblings, I'm old enough that I got to kind of watch and help raise my siblings, along with my mom and stepdad. So it was really, I always thought it was so cool when they first started talking, because it's just like the floodgates have opened. Now it's a whole new world with your children once they start talking. So some really fascinating stuff, some different ideas and beliefs and theories about how language develops, but I think it's still really fascinating stuff, language development. The fact that it happens universally all over the world, people are learning language, it's great. So anyways, that's Chapter 5, cognitive development. Piaget is huge in this chapter, so make sure you are paying attention there. Take good notes and ask questions. We do have a discussion post this week. We didn't have one last week because of the exam, but we do have one this week, and it will be about Piaget's theory. So make sure, more incentive to make sure you're reading it and you're aware. That's about it for this week. Of course, the discussion post is due this coming Friday at 11:59 p.m. Make sure you get your initial post in on a timely manner by Wednesday, and respond to 2 peers by the end of the week, by Friday. So just a quick recap. Finish exam 1 if you haven't taken it. I know there's some of you out there who need to. I know you're going to kill it, but you got to do it first. Get out there and crush it. Then read chapter 5. Read chapter 5 on cognitive development and infancy. And then make sure you do the discussion post. So that's about it for me today. I'm pretty excited, pretty excited again about the good news, excited for the Super Bowl party coming up. I don't really care for either team, but I think the Patriots will win. I know the spread, if you're a gambling person, if you are into wagering jelly beans, then the spread I think is about 4.5-ish for the Patriots. So I would probably take the Eagles there, take the points. But I think I would still go with the Patriots overall to win the game. I think it'll be a close one, like every New England Super Bowl. But it should be a good game. That's really what I'm excited about. And the Thunder play tonight. We lost last night, but we play tonight. Hopefully we can get back on the winning track. So there's that. Other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful week. And I will see you all next week. Be good and be safe. Make sure if you're going to go out and do something fun for the Super Bowl, if you drink, if you have fun with your friends, get a ride home, get a safe ride home, Uber, or have a friend who is not drank take you home. I want you back in class next week in one piece. All right, be safe, be good, take care.